The village of Ijebu-Ode had never known such terror. One hot afternoon, the air buzzing with cicadas, the sharp cry of a child shattered the usual calm. Mama! Mama! The oranges! They bite! It was Kemi, trembling at the edge of the market, pointing at a strange, hunched figure weaving between the stalls. The villagers froze as they saw him, a man with skin as pale as moonlight, dressed in a tattered blue robe, selling oranges with a smile that didn't reach his eyes. He was called Alade, the orange seller, and rumor had it he had arrived from nowhere, a stranger with no home, carrying only a basket of the juiciest, most glimmering oranges anyone had ever seen. Mothers whispered warnings to their children, but curiosity was a stronger force than fear in Ijebu-Ode, and soon a line of villagers formed to buy his fruits. "What makes these oranges special?" asked an old woman, Ayo, her voice quivering with suspicion. Alade leaned close, his breath smelling of something sweet and rotten, and whispered, "One bite, and your wish will come true." The villagers gasped. Some laughed. Some frowned. A wish, just like that. That was too good to be true. Yet, the glimmering oranges looked like little suns in his basket, and Kemi, though scared, could not resist the golden hue. She reached for one, her fingers brushing his, and a chill ran up her arm. The first bite was sweet, almost painfully so, and then the orange seemed to pulse in her mouth, warm and heavy. Kemi felt a strange strength inside her, a confidence she had never known before. She ran through the market, her legs faster than they had ever been, dodging cows and vendors alike. She felt powerful. Until she noticed the shadows. The shadows were following her. Not the usual shapes cast by the sun, but dark, crawling things that twisted and right across the ground. And in their center, she saw him, Alade, grinning wider than ever, holding a stick carved with strange symbols. "Did you like my gift, child?" he asked, voice sweet and cruel at the same time. Kemi screamed and dropped the orange. It rolled toward a dog, who sniffed it and then yelped, jumping into the air as if the fruit had bitten him. The villagers, seeing this, finally understood. These oranges were no ordinary fruit. They were cursed. The elder of the village, Baba Leke, stepped forward, his eyes narrow and calculating. "We must not let him leave the village," he warned. "This man is not a merchant, he is a sorcerer." But Alade laughed, a sound that made the leaves shiver. "Sorcery? No. I am a teacher," he said. "I offer lessons through experience. You take what you desire, but beware the cost." No one wanted to learn his lesson. They wanted to survive it. Yet the allure of the oranges was irresistible. Some villagers, greedy or desperate, took them, one by one, ignoring Baba Leke's warnings. And as they ate, strange things began to happen. Turned, a young farmer, wished for endless strength. Within moments, his muscles bulged unnaturally, veins rising like ropes across his skin. At first, he laughed, proud of his newfound power, but then he could not control it. He crushed the farming tools in his hands, and when he tried to stop, his own body seemed to betray him. Pain twisted across his face as he realized the strength came with a terrible cost. The more he used it, the more it consumed him. Aisha, a seamstress, wished for beauty that would make her the envy of all. Her reflection in the river was astonishing, her skin flawless, her hair shimmering like gold. Yet at night, her reflection was no longer hers. The mirror showed a hollow, screaming face, her eyes empty, her body twisting as if trying to escape a cage. Each glance at her reflection filled her with dread she could not shake. The villagers began to understand that Alade's oranges did not simply grant wishes, they demanded something in return, something far worse than disappointment. Baba Leke called a meeting, gathering the brave and the foolish. "We cannot fight him with mere hands," he said gravely. "We must outsmart him. Sorcery like his feeds on desire, on greed, on the secret dreams you hold too close." That night, a plan was whispered under the moonlight. They would not let him sell a single orange. They would watch and wait. And when Alade returned, as he always did with his basket swinging like a pendulum, the villagers were ready. Kemi, despite her fear, was the one chosen to confront him. "Why do you curse us?" she demanded, standing tall before him. "Why trick us with fruit?" Alade's eyes glowed in the darkness, and for the first time, he looked angry. Because the world is too weak, he hissed. People are blind to what they truly desire. I show them their hearts, and in return, they offer me a taste of their souls. Kemi remembered Baba Leke's words. Sorcery feeds on desire. She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and reached for an orange, not to eat it, but to toss it back into his basket. We do not want your gifts, she said firmly. We do not need them. The wind changed suddenly, whistling like a chorus of spirits. Alade stumbled, the basket slipping from his hands. Oranges scattered across the dirt, rolling in every direction, their glow dimming under the starlight. The villagers rushed forward, stamping on the cursed fruit until only dust remained. Alade shrieked, a sound that pierced the night, and then he vanished, leaving only the tattered robe behind, fluttering like a dying leaf. Some say he was a spirit sent to test human greed. Others say he went to the next village, hunting for fresh hearts. But for Ijebu-Ode, the lesson was clear: curiosity without caution could lead to a fate far worse than death. Kemi returned home, her hands empty but her heart heavy with the memory of the glowing fruit. The village slowly healed, but sometimes, when the wind carried the faint scent of citrus, the villagers would shiver, remembering the day the evil orange seller came to Ijebu-Ode, and how easily desire could be turned against them. And they never, ever bought oranges from strangers again.